Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff, and today is day 9 of Bookmas. So I thought I would do a little vlog type style video for this. I'm going to be going holiday shopping today. I have plans to go to Target and also Barnes and Noble. And I figured I would take you guys along with me as we check out all of the stuff that I can kind of see around the store that I have my eyes on. Um, and then naturally, if we're going to Barnes and Noble and to Target, they have sales on books right now, so I'm sure I'll buy some books. So we'll also talk about everything that I bought when I get back home. So I'll check back in with you guys in a few minutes, but here's some clips of my shopping adventures. All right, so as you guys just saw, I was out and about at Target and also Barnes& and Noble. Target had a buy two, get one on books, and Barnes& and Noble has, uh, was it like 3 times the stars for premium memberships? So, um, yeah. The stack is embarrassing, especially with the holidays coming up, but let's start off with these 2 little guys. Um, so these are both by Dan Simon. This is book 3 and 4 of the Hyperion Kantos series. I read Hyperion this year and absolutely fell in love with the world, and I've yet to continue, but I do own book 2, so I figured I might as well buy books 3 and 4 and maybe knock out the series this year. Um, but this one is Endymion and the Rise of Endymion. Um, I don't really know too much about what these 2 books are about per se, but in the first book, we're following like this motley crew of characters that are on their way to this mysterious time tomb because it was foretold that they were the ones that could open it. And it's mostly just like they're traveling and learning their backstory and like how they came to be this group together. So I'm really excited to continue with this series and find out what the heck is going to happen once they are at the time tombs. Now, the next one probably come as no surprise, but I did pick up Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Actually, like tried to grab this at a couple stores. I also went and did some grocery shopping at Walmart, and I looked there, and all their copies looked like someone had like dipped them in a bucket of water. I don't know what happened to them, but they were rough. Um, and then my Target didn't have them, but Barnes and Noble did, so I'm excited. It's such a pretty cover. I love that like the tear on his face is like reflective. It's so pretty. It is a gorgeous book. It is quite the chunker. And I actually do have plans to read this month, so I'm excited to own my own copy of it. All right, now the next chunk of books is actually part of a webcomic series. I recently went to see Solo Leveling. It was like a recap of season 1 of the anime for it, and then also the first 2 or 3 episodes, I think, of season 2. I had never, like, I didn't know what this was, honestly. But I ended up absolutely loving the movie or the recap, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so excited for season 2 now. And that comes out in a couple weeks, I think. But we bought volumes 1 through 6 of the webcomic. These are gorgeous. Like, I just love the art and the coloration in these. It's all like full colored comic. And the story is so good. We basically are in a world where there are these hunters that go through these magic gates and have to fight dungeon bosses. And to close these gates and these portals so that the beasts inside of them don't come out into the overworld. Our main character, Jinwoo, is an E rank hunter, so they're kind of like grade based. So like S is the best tiered hunter, and then A, B, C, D, and E is the lowest tier hunter. So he is an E rank. He bumbles everything up. He gets hurt all the time, every dungeon raid he goes on, and no one wants him. He's like notoriously known as like the worst hunter around, and he's basically just doing this because his mom is sick and his sister needs money for university. So this is just his way of making money for them, even though he's putting his life on the line. He ends up going for a really big payout on this really dangerous dungeon that he has no business going to. Things kind of go awry while he's in there. He ends up saving everybody and basically sacrificing himself and is reawakened, as they call it. And now he's almost like playing a video game in a way. Like, he keeps getting these screens popping up telling him like he's leveling up. He's got like this virtual inventory that he can just like pull swords and daggers out of. He keeps unlocking new abilities. Every monster he kills gets him more XP to his next level. And it's really like a fun game element. If you like RPGs, I think that you'll really like this series. And I've just been having a blast reading through these. I've already read the first three. um, and I think there's 10 volumes out right now, so I'm going to end up having to get the rest very soon at the rate I am flying through them. So last month I finished the Nightborn duet by Carissa Broadbent, and of course her new book, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, just came out, so I did pick up a copy of this. This is all within the Crowns of Nyaxia world, but this is a new duet. This is book 1 of Shadowborn. So we're following new characters, and I'm really excited to dive into this. I'm a little sad that these aren't indie published anymore, and they're now getting traditionally published because this is much smaller than my copy of like Serpent and the Wings of Night and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. But I'm really excited to continue. Fantasy romance kind of like is a roller coaster for me, but I've been back in a little fantasy romance moment the last couple months, so I figured it would be a good time to get to this while I'm still like in the mood for it. Next, I picked up We Used to Live Here by Marcus Klewer. I'm butchering that. I'm so sorry. But this is supposed to be similar to like Get Out and Parasite. It's also going to be made into a movie soon, I believe. And I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this book from people that have read it. So I'm excited to get into it myself and check it out. It is a thriller, so I did not read the synopsis because I feel like they ruined them for me. So I really just want to go into this one blind and see how I like it. And the last book I picked up while I was out shopping is Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. This is the really cool Barnes & Noble edition that like looks like a VHS tape and has this cool slip jacket. It's just such an amazing edition. It's so cool. I don't know a ton about this one either. I just know that we're following some estranged siblings and their mother passes away, so they all go back to her estate to like kind of sort things out. They find some home videos, they start watching it, and like the video kind of like stops and then starts again, but they're watching like not their family, they're just watching something that I believe their dad or something did, and it's terrible, and it's them like reliving that and trying to figure out like what happened. Um so I don't know. I've been hearing kind of mixed things about this one, but I'm excited to check it out for myself, and I just can't get over like how cool it is. I just like playing with it if nothing else. So, yeah. That was my giant haul while I was supposed to be out Christmas shopping. Yep. Let me know down in the comments below if you have the same problem as me with holiday shopping and can't help but get a few things for yourself along the way, especially when it comes to books. If you put me in a bookstore, I'm going to find something. Like, there's very few times where I've walked out of a bookstore empty-handed. I do still have 3 more days of Bookmas videos coming out, so make sure you subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. Give this video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!